Hey everybody, so today I wanted to show y'all kind of some of the stuff that we have been able to find while dumpster diving and looking through people's discards on the side of the road, digging through trash. We've been doing this for about a month here in Oklahoma, and we've had a lot of fun doing it. We found a lot of cool stuff. You can see we found some number one copper here. Most of this came out of a dumpster at some sort of auto body place. So you can see I got some cleaning up to do. It's a light switch. On, off. All right, but look at that thick copper on there, you know. I can get that off, and this will be easy to strip. I don't have tools to strip. I'll just be doing it with a X-Acto knife or whatever. Then you can see there's all kinds of short steel in here. Whatever this is, it's not magnetic. So I throw this over here in my suspected aluminum and stainless steel pile. It's an espresso puck. Looks like maybe from like some blinds or something like that. Pull these chunks of steel out of the swap meet. Got these hoses here. I'd like to know more about them. I had a few of them, and on some of them, like this one, see I got off this part of steel right here, and in it, this hose is magnetic, and there's metal in there. Maybe I'll be able to find the end that's ripped up. Yeah, hopefully y'all can see that, but I mean that's metal. And this whole hose seems to have it inside. So I'm going to see if I can't throw it in my steel tin shred. But I was able to pull all this is nice number one. I was able to pull this out of there. And then it has a bunch of number two in there too. I'll show you all that in a bit. And then these, all this junk. Got this chunk out on a walking trail, big chunk of steel. Sad to see that out there. Been kind of disassembling these antennas and routers and modems or whatever. Took off the wires or whatever, and I'd like to get in there and harvest that circuit board out of there just for fun. This TV, collection of microwaves here, speaker and computer there. We found this computer at a walking trail as well. Kind of see around here quite a bit. So we've been doing this, like I said, for about a month. We've been having a lot of fun as a family, finding some useful things, saving some stuff from the landfill. This is all tin shred. Again, I mean, most of this is from dumpster diving. I do a lot at the auto parts place and any kind of place that deals in automotive stuff. I've been doing that. I don't know why. Office buildings. This is our collection of number one and number two. Power cords and whatnot, and I got to go through it and kind of sort it better, but as you can see I don't have that much, so I'm not worried about doing that right away. Saving it up, that's kind of the name of the game here. Trying to save up your bits of certain kinds of stuff. Here we got e-waste, circuit boards. I'm not sure. This was kind of neat. This came, as you can see, it had that other plate that I said wasn't magnetic. I tossed it in there on top, and then some sheet of plastic, but I assume this is e-scrap. And nothing too fancy. See the brown and the green, and that's, it's low grade. The scrapyard I go to, they always give me low grade anyway, so I don't really know if I'm just not finding any high grade or not taking enough in for them to care. This was pretty neat. This is from an alarm clock. I just took it apart, and then inside of it, you can see this tiny little motor. I scraped off that yellow stuff, and you can see there's copper in there. So, I mean, I know that's not worth the hours. If you're talking about like an hourly wage, stripping that out and, getting it out of there, it'll take me more time than it's technically worth or whatever. But it's worth it to me to save that copper and to get it out of there and to get the money for it instead of it going into the landfill. So I'm going to do that at another time. And then I thought this was neat. Like, I don't know, I just thought it was cool. This is the other part of the alarm clock. I thought it was neat. Maybe you could sell them on eBay or something, right? I don't know. This is a cool magnet. Also got this out of the dumpster. Boom. And that's what I use to kind of test out my stuff. As you can see, all the ends of my power cords. I'm gonna go through and you know, get the brass out of the ends of these. I'm not sure what you do with them afterwards, because it seems like there's still some electrical stuff in there, maybe some copper and stuff. I don't know. Can you still scrap them after you take it out, even to shred? I don't know. And then these are my brass chunks. I'm very proud of them. Kind of saving them up, you know what I mean? Couple of little bits of copper here. These are just coming from the insides of different little things. You know, you find different appliances out there, all kinds of different stuff. You know, I don't know what half of this stuff is. I'm not an expert at this, but I want to learn, and I want to get the valuables out of these things. So, oh cool, I got some more wheel weights. I wanted to show you all this. So once you start doing this, you're going to start seeing things out there like these. If you're not already, you're going to start seeing wheel weights on the ground, on the sidewalk, parking lots. And then these are all lead. And lead's worth more than tin shred. So save them up. Fishing weights also are lead, and so I'll save those up together. And I can pry off this little bits of steel. You know, they come off pretty easy. I actually worked at a scrapyard a long time back, actually working with plastic parts, shredding used automotive parts. And but every now and then I go help out on the metal side and basically do things like pop off the steel things on those. Nothing too fancy. We find a bunch of fishing lures and cool stuff like that, a bunch of hooks out by lake and river that we were at over the weekend, and so I'll throw those in my fishing stuff. Then I'm not sure what this is. It was so dirty, and the discoloration made me think, oh, maybe that is copper, you know, and then it was flat, but I scraped it and it's kind of shiny, so now I'm thinking maybe, what is that, aluminum? And we'll see. And then I've got a bunch of these speakers, and I collected a bunch of speakers. I don't know if I got any more. Yeah, I got one more over here. And but I've taken them apart, the big wooden speaker boxes, and I've got this out here, or I've got it out of it. And so as you can see, you know, when you first pop this open and you rip off that thing, there's a little chunk of spool of copper. And so, you know, you just get all this junk off from it, and then you can unspool it. Here, Bernadette, you want to help me? Here, grab
that copper.
Grab the big chunk.
Okay.
And then pull on it. Here, pull on this. Hold that.
Are we gonna get all that copper?
We sure are.
Ooh.
You gotta hold it. Hold it tight. See? And it just starts unraveling. You can kind of, okay, you can let go, Bernadette. And you see, you got it. You can unravel it all. And you see, you got yourself, you know, in the end, after you unspool all that, you'll have yourself a big chunk of wiry copper. What, number 2 or whatever. And, but pretty fun, pretty cool. It's fun taking things apart, right? That's part of what I like about doing this, is the whole taking things apart aspect. That's what got me into this. And it's been really fun, exciting taking things apart. I'm sure you all enjoy that too if you're into scrapping. I think it's kind of common for folks into this to enjoy taking things apart. You probably don't even have to unspool this, right? I just want to make sure I got all that junk off the back. See, it looks like there's still more junk in there, so I will unspool it. But I'll do that another time. That's kind of boring, right? So look at that. Got that out of the dumpster. A bimbo or bumbo. There we go. And we went through 2 of these with our twin 2-year-olds, or twin now 6-year-olds. But when they were like, what, like a couple months old or whatever, before they learned to sit up on their own, we found it in the trash. These things are definitely worth, you know, a little bit of money, and people need them, you know. They shouldn't be in a dumpster. So I got a bigger version of one of those. And I got to figure out how to get inside of there. Anybody got any ideas how I can get in there without power tools? I tried to take those screws out, and they basically just bend in my screwdriver, so can't get them out. But I suspect that there's a bunch of copper in there as well. And this is really what I wanted to show y'all. Look at this. I was pulled these out of I was out driving down a country road and with the family, and we saw these people put all of this trash out, and I stopped by to look through it for metal, and then I started digging through, and I pulled a couple of little pieces of metal out, and then I saw like maybe a little like bathroom, like a little garbage can, like a kitchen garbage can that was filled with these, and so then I pulled these out, and it was like, what in the leather face is this? And they seem to be some sort of fishing thing, I hope. I mean, these are hooks. You know, I'll pull this out of the eyeball here and show you. I mean, these are hooks. And but I don't know the purpose of using the creepy heads, right? But I like it, so I grabbed a couple of them, and they will decorate our space here, I suppose. You know, and then here I pulled out a kid's safety helmet. But I mean, look, all the parts are in it. It looks like it's in fantastic condition. It looks like it hasn't even been used. You know, if it has, not very much. A hockey helmet. And, you know, hopefully we can get this into the hands of somebody that can use it instead of it just going to waste here. It's my collection of junk wire. And then we pulled this out of some sort of auto body or automotive shop, and you know, you can see it's a speedometer and all that, and we just thought it was really neat. I'm gonna take it apart and get the circuit board out of there. Looks like it's got a big long one. Maybe there's some more stuff in there. I have no idea because I have never taken one of these apart, but I'm excited to see. Took some trucks off from a little kid's broken skateboard. And then these are a couple, oh, see, and that's another reason why I want these. I want the magnets. See all these little magnets on there? I want to get them. And I used to have a bunch of magnet fishing magnets, those big, you know, big ones. And I spent quite a lot of money on them. Had like 5 different kinds, and I sold them when we started doing some traveling, and to make space in the travel trailer. We went on a year-long trip over this last year, and so, you know, had to get rid of some stuff. On a belt buckle, missing some jewels, but it's metal. And there's some sort of cord, and I don't know, I'll put it in the junk cord for now. And then I can see a fishing hook. Oh, there's a weight. So I'll harvest this out and get the weight and put it in the lead at some point. Probably have my gloves on if I'm going to go through all this stuff, right? But it's the kind of stuff, you know, you can expect to find. Some of it is, you know, usable goods. Some of it's just neat things that you're going to find are interesting. Some of it is going to be valuable metals and interesting things to take apart, to disassemble, and make sure they don't end up going into the landfills. Some people don't mess around with tin cans. I do. It doesn't take many to really add up, and it helps clean up the areas that we're in. We do a lot of day trips. We go out to different creeks and lakes, and figure, you know, why not pick up the scrap metal and pick up the trash and make a couple bucks doing it. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please give us a thumbs up, put a comment out there. Let us know what you think of these treasures. Let us know if you can answer any of the questions, you know, how you bust into these speakers, anything at all. And please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
all this stuff. This junk.
How'd we get it?
We got all this stuff from the dumpster. You got to see this thing right down here? It's kind of little pretty. This is like a, I don't know, a tin can or something. We got these fishing heads. They're big, huge. You know? Got this little dog thing. It's weird. It's an antique, I guess. All this junk stuff. We got fishing poles. Not from the dumpster though. Like, we just got it from the store. It's kind of weird. And we have rocks in here.
I moved them on you. That's okay.
Move the... And we got, copper. Yes. Look at all that. Look at all this copper. Copper, yay. Look at this copper. It's all good. That with that. What is it?
I don't know what it is. What do you think it is?
That thing made of metal, I think. We got some stuff over here.
What are those? Do you remember?
There. Okay, we're moving on. Got some plugs here. Oh, and there's some plugs too. Look at that one. That one has like a little bit of gold on it. We think it's gold. Well, me does. I do. But as you can see, that's like a vacuum part. Wow. We gotta check it out.